based on a close relationship between people and the earth. This living experience of interconnectedness is reinforced by the teachings of Buddhism. The religion permeates all aspects of life. Almost every village has its own monastery. Most households have a family member of the monastery, and there is constant interaction between villagers and monks. Within each house, there is a private chapel. The landscape is dotted with stupas or chotins. These monuments represent the essence of Buddhist philosophy, the interdependence of everything in the universe. At the top of the stupa, a crescent moon cradles the sun, symbolizing the oneness of all life. Even the sun and moon, which seem so far apart, are inextricably interrelated. Tashi Rapkes is a poet, philosopher, and Ladak's leading Buddhist scholar.
Interdependence is very important in Buddhist philosophy. Because it says that everything depends on other things. Even things come into being through dependence and through relationship. The animals are depending on plants, and plants in turn depending on soil, water, the basic elements. And human beings depending on animals and plants and other things. So interconnected.
Agricultural work is founded in cooperation. Labor, animal power, and farm implements are routinely shared.
In that way, the farming is done. And it is done in a very cooperative basis, we go to the neighboring families that some people should come to help us. So they will come and see. And in return, this family who does this work has also, some of the members of that family have to take part in the case of another family. Food is served.
The small scale of the economy helps to strengthen community ties. People have the security of knowing that they can depend on one another.
What I was looking to show there with that video, I consider this society, which has had centuries of isolation, as a highly evolved society. So there's a distinction between highly evolved and highly technologically evolved. And you don't have to be a technological society to be a highly evolved society. And there's other examples around the world, say the North American Indian, and perhaps the Australian Aboriginal societies, which work on the idea of interdependence, right? So that came out strongly in that video, the interdependent, cooperative way of life. That's also one of the teachings in the Conversations with God books. It talks about the ideal model is not a system of independence, right, where everybody's independent, and it's not a system of dependence either. We've got a huge welfare system which makes us dependent. We've got supermarkets which makes us dependent on only those sources of food. And that might be a weak link in the chain if ever those supermarkets lose that link. In fact, one of the movies we showed a couple of years ago, Escape from Suburbia, mentioned that the city of New York has only got 2 days' food supply. And who knows, maybe Melbourne's not much different. Right, so the system to work with is interdependence, right, where everybody and everything is valued, and it goes without saying that a community like that generates no waste. Everything is recycled. They haven't had electricity. They're not running around saying, "Oh, we've got to have free energy." There's no need. And it's a self-regulating society. The country of Ladakh, I think, is 130,000 inhabitants. And it doesn't, it never used to, but now it's gone through in a short space of 20 years, it went through a modernisation, and the whole society is breaking down because of that. All right. So that's a very powerful example.